So I want to start off a series of vignettes that are mostly true, nonfiction stories, with one from my freshman year of college. I decided to take one class that I thought would be somewhat easy, a jogging class. The reason why I thought it would be easy, don't get me wrong, running's hard. It's terrible and I don't enjoy it. But the reason why I thought the class would be easy is because you were only graded on one thing, and it was improvement in jogging. And since I was so bad at jogging at the beginning of the semester, I thought there was no way that I could possibly get anything other than an A+. So first day of class, you ran 2 miles and it was timed, and it was just 2 laps around this big circle. And then the last day of class, you had to do the same run again, and your grade was based on improvement. So first day, unlike many of the students, I actually did my best the very first day, in spite of stopping several times to catch my breath. So the last day of class comes, I wake up, and I realize that I hadn't set an alarm. And unfortunately, this class was on Monday, and I have exactly a minute and a half before class is supposed to begin. So I throw on a sports bra and run out the door in my pajamas to the gym, where I have to show my ID card and check out the running clothes, and I throw them on in haste, and I get out to where we're meeting, and the teacher's standing there, and she looks at me and she's like, "Well, I've already started the timer." And I didn't even know how long the kids had been running. So I say the kids, like, because now I'm not a freshman. I didn't feel like a kid at the time. Anyway, the kids had been running. So I take off, just booking it. I didn't even have my headphones, which had been my whole plan all along. And I'm running, and I feel like I'm making pretty good time. I even pass a few of my classmates, which was exhilarating to say the least. At which time I realize that I cannot go on until I use the bathroom. And I didn't have a lot of options. So I decided that I had one chance at getting an A in this class, and it necessitated peeing myself. But I didn't want people to know that I was going to pee myself, so I devised a plan. Part of the course took you over these metal grates that were slick because it rained almost every night, and on the side of the trail there were a few occasional puddles. So I timed it such that I was running and I pretended to slip on the metal grate and fell on my rear into a puddle, at which time I promptly peed myself. And then I got up, and this girl who had been running behind me, she says, "Oh no, it looks like you peed your pants." And I was like, "No, it doesn't." And she was like, "That's okay, I'll tell everyone how you fell in the puddle." And I was like, "Thanks." Anyway, finished the run. I got an A in the class. I had improved. I will not be sharing any times, even if I had remembered them. And that wasn't even the worst part. The worst part was I had to return the clothes to the desk at the gym. So I changed back into my pajamas, and you're supposed to separate the shirts from the shirt, and I couldn't bring myself to tell them that I had peed the clothes. I mean, they're gonna wash them anyway, but I just felt terrible. I handed them over and ran off. Anyway, so that's the story of when I peed myself as a college student. And tune in next time for another hilarious, mostly true story. And that one was all true. I don't think there were no ameliorations made to this story.